Yo, what's up? I'm starting The Truth in the Truck. I'm going to be bringing you guys, at least once a week, I want to bring you the truth in the truck. I'm always in my truck. That's where I have best conversations. I get a lot of stuff off my mind, share information, make calls, send emails, whatever. So I'm going to be giving you all the truth in the truck. So email me or direct message me. I promise I won't check the direct message that much. Somebody calling me. Yeah, so the truth in the truck. Fitness related questions related to me. Try to keep them clean, y'all, please.
So Matt is doing this Truth in the Truck series on his Instagram page, but what people really want to know is what is going on with him and Kenya Moore, if they've gotten back together, if he's moved on. And in his comments, when he posted this video, Bodied by Gigi says, "I seen you out on a date this weekend and it wasn't with Kenya. Y'all broke up or are you a cheater?" And another person, Child Hush, says, "So what is up with the blog saying you and Kenya have broken up again and you are with that Tiffany that is pushing plastic surgery person?" Now, what she's referring to is on Famous, some tea came out about this woman. I guess this woman is Tiffany and she pushes plastic surgery. Some tea came out apparently from her friend that Tiffany was on a date allegedly with Matt Jordan. So her friend shared this text message conversation, and this is what it says. "Hey, nothing. I saw you at Cafe something in Midtown over the weekend." And she replies back, "Yes," with Matt, heart emoji. The girl says, "I know. So why didn't you tell me?" And she says, "You always on it." And the girl says, "I'm everywhere. Isn't he with Kenya?" And she says, "No, he's not." And the girl says, "Does she know that?" And she says they haven't been together in months. LMAO. I think she does, or maybe in denial. And her friend says, "Well, are you guys dating now or just messing around?" And she says, "We're now dating and open about it." And it looks like she says, "Truthfully, it's sickening and disheartening to watch her do interviews and press create an illusion that her and Matt are still together. She disregarded him as soon," and then it cuts off. I have a feeling that where it cuts off is the girl probably saying that as soon as the camera stopped filming for Real Housewives of Atlanta, that Kenya cut off Matt. And his sister even posted on her Instagram before the show aired around the end of October. His sister posted, Hallison is what I'm talking about. She posted on Instagram, "If you truly love someone, humiliation, degradation, and personal attack should be off limits, especially for public display. Right, wrong, or indifferent. The shortcomings, weak moments, and reaction to manipulation should never be used for personal advancement. Financial help may not always be the motive. Beware of the wolf in sheep's clothing." And it's a meme that says, "Be careful who you date. A lot of people are looking for help and not love." He has discussed situations where he did feel tricked by Kenya, like tricked into shooting scenes. And if you guys remember the scene where he appears at her housewarming, she made it seem like he appeared out of nowhere, like he wasn't invited. But looking back at his Instagram, this is what he had to say. And at the time, his Instagram was Matt Jordan _live fat fitness. "I know I wasn't the best man all the time. I told myself I wasn't going to leave LA, but my queen asked me to come back so we can celebrate my birthday and work at our relationship issues together. And I pull up to the crib, the whole freaking production team and microphones everywhere. I think at some point we have to separate reality and reality TV." And clearly that's the scene where she's shooting her housewarming. But I feel like Kenya Moore, in a way, was using him the same way she used Walter. The only difference is Walter didn't need her. He had his own business, and that's why he came out and did the interview and said that he had agreed to play Kenya's boyfriend on Real Housewives of Atlanta, even though they hadn't dated in years. I think he felt free coming out and saying that because he didn't need her financially. And it's possible that Matt Jordan does. In a way, he does need Kenya, and so his situation is a little bit different. But let's just review what happened with her and Walter in his interview, which he rehashed the whole thing on a radio interview.
Maybe I need to start from the beginning. And in the beginning, like I said, we dated about 3 years ago.
Right.
So we dated for about 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
She came here. She stayed with her aunt or whatever else. We went out during the day.
Mm-hmm.
So be it. She went back home to her aunt's house or whatever. I went to L.A. the next month. I spent, I stayed at her place and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And staying at her place, I stayed in her guest room. She stayed in her room. She's a young lady. She's not trying to, anything not trying to happen just like that. So the next month, she came here, and like I said, she was at her mom, at her aunt's house or whatever else, and nothing ever happened. So we kind of stopped talking.
Mm-hmm.
So for another year and a half until the show actually started, taping and everything, I didn't see her. Mm-hmm. Didn't really talk to her. We would text each other or whatever. So we didn't see each other or anything. Then all of a sudden in April, I get a text from her and everything. Hey, I'm going to be in Atlanta. I want to sit and talk with you and everything. And I want to talk to you about a couple things. Mm-hmm. I said, oh, okay then. Kind of surprising. So she was like, well, I'm going to be doing this show. Have you ever, what do you think about doing like reality TV? I said, I don't know. That's kind of a big stretch there, She said, well, what if you played my boyfriend on the show? I said, whoa.
I'll be back, y'all.
Wow, Wanda. So, I had to think about it.
Right.
So I called my boy Chris Ruffin.
Yeah.
I called my boy Greg Johnson. I called my boy Morris. And I said, wait a minute. What do y'all think about this, man? And I put myself out there because I don't, this is not me.
That guy.
Yeah, this is not me.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, hey, man, get your 15 minutes of fame.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Call Greg.
I'm serious. Call Greg. He'll tell you.
Which Gregory?
Greg Johnson.
Greg Johnson.
Both Greg Johnson. Well, not Greg Johnson with the ram shop. No.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Greg Eastside Wills.
No. I'm talking about Greg Johnson with, in the music industry.
Okay.
Well known.
Okay.
Yeah. So, they was like, do it. I said, well, okay, I could do that. I could play your boyfriend. No problem. Mm-hmm. So all I did was, and she told me it's like acting. So I said, okay, I can act. No problem.
So after the whole issue happened with Walter and it came out that she had contacted him to play her boyfriend on Real Housewives of Atlanta, she did go on Millionaire Matchmaker and try to get hooked up by Patty Stanger with a millionaire. And you see her and Cynthia when they were being interviewed for Millionaire Matchmaker, and she ended up getting hooked up with this guy James. But by the time the show aired, he actually got married. He met his wife and married her within 3 months or whatever. So his wife was very hurt. She said that she didn't realize that he was, on the show with Kenya Moore, that he had forgot to tell her. And she was very hurt when Kenya Moore was insinuating that the relationship was more serious than it actually was. So this is what she had to say. Since the show aired, Kenya started reaching out to James about rekindling their relationship because of how successful their appearance on Millionaire Matchmaker had been, and it's gotten more aggressive in the last 2 weeks. She said that Kenya wrote to him saying that they should celebrate since their ratings were so high, and he told her that he had met someone and fell in love, so it wasn't appropriate for him to talk to her anymore. And after he declined Kenya's offer to fake their relationship, she got mean and started lashing out, according to James's wife. She says that Kenya wrote to him and told him that he had hurt her brand. Of course, he didn't respond to her, but a little more than a week ago, she reached out again and told him she needed a favor. And when he asked what it was, she told him she needed to talk to him in person. He didn't want to do that, so she didn't respond. That's when Kenya started intimating that their relationship was serious, much more serious, and she knew he was seeing somebody. When the wife learned through the media that Kenya had posted a fake engagement ring photo on Instagram, she was shocked and frustrated to be used as a victim in what was obviously a publicity stunt for Kenya. But I've been following Kenya Moore since I was a child. When she won Miss USA, I was a little girl then, and I looked up to Kenya Moore. And whenever I would see her on TV or see her in interviews, I remember her always saying that she's very private about her love life. And I don't think that's changed. I think she's still a very private person when it comes to her real love life. And I don't think that she would put anyone that she's really serious about on television. Like, I feel like she was in a relationship with Matt, They broke up in June. They may have tried to get back with each other, but she doesn't take him serious because I don't think she would put anyone that she's serious about on reality television. Now, people are trying to say because they were at the same place for Thanksgiving since they were both at the Old Lady Gang restaurant, that they are still together. Here are the videos from them at the Old Lady Gang.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Just want to say happy Thanksgiving. I finally got a chance to chill, have a drink with my fellas. I got my boy Dre right here. You might know this next cat, my boy Matt. Matt, tell him what you got that to go thing right there.
I got that better than sex.
He got that better than sex. He got that mama joint's better than sex cake. You know, it's gonna be at the OLG. You know, we out here on the patio just chilling. You can't really check it, but we got the game on the projector up on the wall. It's like lights. We got lights and shit. Yeah, it's projecting kind of bright. Oh yeah, there you go. You can see what we doing. We just out here chilling, man. Just enjoying life. Weather's nice in the A. Look, this how we doing it. We outside. Having a drink, chilling. Happy Thanksgiving. Later, y'all.
So to me, the fact that they were in the same building at the same time doesn't mean they're together, especially since it looked like he was outside and she was inside with Aunt Bertha. And for her to do interviews like how she went on The Real and said that they were still together and working things out, I think it can be hurtful, especially to the person that he's dating now. Like she said, it's disheartening to see her go on, do interviews and say that they're still together. So, you know, it looks like he has moved on, and good for him if he has moved on, because I know sometimes it can be hard to leave someone who you think is helping you, but in reality, they're actually not.